Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to go over some of the update info and things that was added in NGS today. Now, there's a lot of really cool stuff that got added in today, so we're going to go ahead and jump on into it here and show you some of the stuff. Okay, so as I mentioned, there has been a lot of stuff added this week. One of the very first things we're going to mention is we have a new limited time quest that's been added. That's the Alpha Environmental Testing Zone Op Part 2. Now, this is actually an 8-player quest, and it takes place inside of Leciel. And you want to try to do at least one run of it right away because you get yourself some of these SP scratch tickets. You get 10 of those for doing one run. And as you can see also, the seasonal points has returned to the game, so you also get seasonal points upon clearing this quest every time. Now, if you look up in the top right, you can also see that the wing guard weapons can drop inside of this too, so it's actually pretty cool. Now, of note, another drop that you can get inside of here too when you run it is you can get a hold of the anniversary SP scratch tickets as well as the vouchers too, so it's like a pity ticket system that's been added to the game again as well, and I'm a really big fan of this. I've actually heard some of my friends say that whenever you have like 100% drop rate or more running, that you actually get one of these vouchers every single run, so I can't confirm that myself, but it sounds plausible. So it's actually pretty worthwhile to run this quest. You can possibly get a hold of the wing guard, and you can also get these SP scratch tickets too. Now, saying that, along with that, I'm going to go ahead and show you all that we do actually have the new SP scratch added into the game too. You can see right here that we have the anniversary SP scratch that's been added, and this has actually got a lot of really good stuff inside of this scratch here. There is a ton of good camos inside of here. There's actually like a lot of stuff that came from like PSO2 ES that's inside of here. Earlier today, I scratched on it myself and I ended up getting the Xiemi katana camo, which is pretty cool. And it has some of these like pillow camos inside of here too. These actually came to global back in 2020 or 2021. It was during base before NGS had launched. And these was actually part of an AC scratch to where you had to actually spend money to get a hold of these. These was account locked. If I remember correctly, to get all of them, it was like $100 or something. It was really expensive. So them being inside of the scratch here now for free is pretty cool. And also inside of the scratch, they actually added various costumes here for like Jean's outfit, like the Stella Innocence. This is all like from Jean from PSO2 ES. It's pretty cool to actually have like versions without the leggings and the shoes and stuff too, which is really nice to see. So there is a ton of really good stuff inside of here. Like just go through here and just kind of check it out. It's probably really worthwhile to run the limited time quest to get as many of these tickets as possible as you can. I feel like I'm going to be grinding out pretty hard for them. We even have like some nice like vital gauges that got added inside of here, backdrops, stamps, all sorts of stuff. There's a lot of really good stuff inside of here. Now, in combination with that, I also wanted to mention to you all that we had new daily quests that got added to the game too, to where you if you do like a run of the limited time quest, you'll get an anniversary ticket. Just for doing one of those quests there. Now, another thing that's added as well, we also have the reward box back. So there's a limited time quest clear for getting a reward medal every day too. So if you open up your menu and you go to task and quest, you can find the reward box right here, and you can see that we have a whole new reward box that's been added in here. They got a couple of motions inside of here. There's also this emote here stirring up the bath, which is pretty cool. And there's a lot of other little various things inside of here. If there's some stuff inside of here that you want inside of this reward box, you can actually buy most of this stuff, I believe, on the player markets. So you can actually just check the player markets to see if there's anything in here that you want to buy. You can actually just purchase it from SEGA most likely. And then when something that you can do is you can actually take your reward box medals, if you wasn't aware, and you go to the item recycle shop here. And down here towards the bottom, you can actually trade in special scratch tickets for the reward box medals. So if you have reward box medals, you can actually trade them in for your special scratch tickets. It does take 2 reward box medals to trade in for these. But in turn, you can also get star gems from the special scratch tickets, right? So you can kind of turn your reward box medals into the star gems, perhaps. So just keep that in mind. If you're not like too crazy about most of the stuff here, you can actually just purchase the things that you do want from the SEGA, and then use your reward box medals to try to get a hold of special scratch tickets to get a hold of some star gems. That's what I'm probably going to end up doing myself. Now, I'm also going to mention to y'all, we have a new AC scratch that got added to the game today. And if you look at me currently, I'm wearing one of the outfits that's inside of this AC scratch. And this outfit actually has a skirt to it normally that you would see, but as you can see, I have hidden the skirt. It's actually an ornament that you can hide. I'm a big fan of this. It's like nice leather pants, like tight leather pants. So I thought this was a really cool outfit. But you can see right here, it's Noble Shadows. This is the new AC scratch that got added into the game today. And this is where I got this outfit from. And there's a lot of really good outfits for type 1s in here as well as type 2s. So you can go through here and see different various outfits that they have. Right here in the preview window, you can actually see that leather skirt that I was talking about. That's the piece that you can actually hide, which is what I did for my outfit. I'm a big fan of this outfit. I quite like it a lot. I thought this was really cool. There's actually some really nice emotes inside of here too. There's this one for like a rifle type pose, and it has different button functions. There's also this one here where it's like a sword type pose, and it has different button functions. There's a couple of motions, a couple of idols, some good, there's a lot of good stuff inside of here. So definitely just go through and check it out. Now, I did want to mention as well, when it comes to these outfits here, my friend Korone, she already did a showcase video showing off all the differences between all of these outfits too. So you can see which different parts like change color and stuff like that. So I'm going to leave a link in the video description below to Korone's outfit showcase video so y'all can check it out. I'm going to be watching that later myself so I can see what the differences are between all of these. I saw in her thumbnail, it looks like the belt can change color. I didn't realize that myself, so it's pretty cool. Now, something else that's been added to the game as well, this is actually going all the way up till June 4th. This is pretty nice. You want to try to log in every day and hit this. It's a 10 a day free SG scratch, and you can draw up to 150 times during the period, so it's very, very worthwhile. Now, inside of this prize listing here, you can look up here at the very top and you can see that it has all these different preset skill items like boosters and protects and success rates and stuff. And that's extremely nice. And if you look at the rates here, you can see that they're all like pretty high percents, like 1%, 4%, 6%, compared to all the other stuff that's watered down inside of the scratch being 0.1. So the likelihood of you getting these things up here at the top for the preset skills is actually really high. Now, a lot of the other stuff that's like watered into the scratch here is like all like old previous SG scratch things. So you might get a hold of something that you used to want. Most likely, if you've been playing all this time, you'll probably get stuff that you're just going to recycle into SG badges. Which is good because they've actually added in another shop here that I'm going to show you all here in a second, which you recycle these SG badges and you turn into the SG badge shop. Now, as I mentioned, there is an SG recycle shop that you can use for your badges now. You can trade in for lots of different like emotes and stuff. You can actually see this wacky, silly emote that I'm doing currently on the screen. This is Vocal Performance 2, the Type 1 version. And this is probably one of the most goofy emotes there is on the game. So you can have a lot of fun with this one. It's pretty silly, pretty goofy. I quite like it a lot. But you can get this right here from Xiemi. Whenever you go to Xiemi, when you very first talk to her, she has a recycle items here option. Now you can actually trade in 100 star gem scratch items or recycle badges here for these different emotes. And the Vocal Performance 2 one that I just showed y'all, I'm a big fan of that, of the Type 1 version in particular. It's really, really funny. And now another one here that's actually pretty good is the Vocal Performance 4. This one's actually the Kuna dance from Cosmic Twinkle Star and also End of Starlight back on base PSO2, back from the concert of that. That's actually the dance that Kuna did, was in that concert right there that you see on the screen. So these actually originally was released in the global, and they was all like AC scratch count bonuses too for the most part. Yeah, so these actually costed like a lot of money to actually get a hold of. These was all like $100 each basically, because they was like frequency bonuses where you had to scratch like 45 times or whatever to get a hold of these. Now there's also some camos inside of here too, and there's also like reward box medals that you can get in here and all this different stuff. So I would say that these emotes in particular are probably going to be something that you'll probably want to get a hold of. As you can see, each one of these emotes cannot be sold in player shops except for Vocal Performance 2. Now Vocal Performance 2 actually can be sold in player shops too, so you could actually go search this in the player shops right now. And yeah, you can possibly get a lot of a setup for this. So you can see currently over here on ship 1 right now, this emote's actually only 6.5 mil, which is pretty cheap, honestly, considering it takes 100 of the SG items to get a hold of, so that you might be able to just like want to purchase it from a setup possibly. But saying that, if you don't want to actually use the dance or any of the other stuff that's in there, you could possibly make a little bit of a setup just by getting that and keeping onto it and selling it later. Now as well, we also do have the new exchange seasonal points shop that's in here too, and this one's actually pretty cool. It has some pretty nice stuff in here. Again, as always, we have these SP scratch tickets here and a couple of like accessories and star gems and different things like that. One of the big things I wanted to point out this time around is all the weapons that are in here are plus 80 already. Now you can't actually use these as ground fodder, so if you was thinking like I was right away, you can't enhance other gear with these sadly, but since they're plus 80 already, you can actually just like go and try out other classes and stuff and have a pretty strong weapon. It's pretty nice. I like that they did this. Now something really cool that's going on this time around too with the seasonal points and everything that's going on with the seasonal event, you can actually grind out any of the combat sectors now to get seasonal points. So you can go to like Stia for deck space, which is really, really good Masetta farming, or you could go over to Red Mount Noth and get some there too. Just pretty much anywhere you want to go in the game. Back at the old crummy Alio on Mount Magnus if you want to, if that's your fancy, you know, you can go over there and get some seasonal points. So pretty much every combat sector has seasonal points now, and I'm a big fan that they did that. I like that a lot. I'm probably going to be grinding out in deck space farm quite a bit myself. So I do want to point out to y'all, we do have some new titles and tasks in the game today, and I'm going to point this one out here in particular. It's going to be the Mischief symbols. Now the Mischief symbols, you want to go out there and collect these. You can only get 4 of them, but they're scattered around all the different regions, so different exploration regions. So I'm going to show you all. This is one right here behind me. I have this one triggering. You can see my mag sonar is actually pointing to it. Now, if you wasn't aware, whenever you open the menu and you go to gear and subpalette and you go to mags, and down here you can go to activate sonar settings, and you can actually turn on where it like pings like Mischief symbols right here, along with all the other various things. So as long as you have this on, you can actually get your mag to ping you in the direction of where these are when you get like roughly close to them. Now, I'm going to go ahead and grab this one here, and you can see it activated it. Now it's going to make my mag stop pinging it. Now this is right over here next to the purple trigger in North Alio. So if you want to grab this one, this will be where you can go find one. So that would be 1 out of the 4 that you need for the task for the title. So that's right over here in the middle of this tower here in North Alio. Now also, like I mentioned, we also have some new limited time tasks that are in the game too. So we have some for some end master cubes for getting like seasonal points and various things. So make sure you go through here and just kind of check all these different tasks out that we've got added in too. So currently there is also a super use the Salon to your heart's content campaign going on. So it's going to let you do any like makeover things that you want to do in the Salon for free. You won't have to have a Salon pass used or star gems used or anything like that. And that's actually going to be lasting all the way up until June 4th as well. So it's going to be a really good time for you to make any Salon edits that you want to. Now, something I would suggest is make sure that you make a save file of your character's like looks and everything. That way, so just in case if you mess things up, you can always go back and reference it, you know. Now, there's also actually currently a boost going on for Leciel exploration, and you actually get 500% more Genesis points acquired from there too. And that's going to be going on all of this week too. So that's definitely going to be a nice time to at least do your like one daily. You get a whole bunch of Genesis points from doing just one run of that. So something else that got added into the game today is going to be a new urgent time quest. This is a limited time urgent quest, Happy, Rappy, Rumble, and Stia. Now this one actually takes place in Stia constantly. Like, so every time that there's an urgent quest currently, it's going to be the Rappy Rumble over in Stia. Make sure you go run it. It's actually a lot of fun. I went and ran it earlier today with my team a couple of times. It has like pretty good rewards to it. You can actually get like the wing guard weapons from there. So it's definitely a fun little quest. It's pretty quick too. You get a hold of some seasonal points, as well as you can get a hold of some of those like SP scratch tickets from running it too. So it's very worthwhile to do. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the video. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, friends. I'll see you all in the next one.